Hello and welcome back to the channel and to the van. If you're new around here, my name is Sarah and I share on this channel all about solo female travel and particularly at the moment, van life. I am currently living in my van full time whilst my house gets renovated. In this video, I am gonna share with you kind of what I eat in a few days whilst in my van. It can be, and to be honest, it is pretty difficult. I'm someone, I love cooking and it's really difficult going from a house with, you know, all your gizmos and gadgets and things and an oven and loads of hob spaces and different stuff that you have in a house kitchen. It's really difficult for me anyway, going from that to I just got one burner. I do have an air fryer. There's not much like storage space for food and I have found it really difficult, to be honest, and I've had to really scale back my eating in terms of like complex meals and trying new recipes and things. My eating has become much more simple since being in the van. So I'm going to share with you how I manage being in such a small van and things I cook and stuff like that. It's the 1st of December today. I'm pretty excited. The start of Advent. I have my Advent calendar actually just here. Does anyone else as an adult have an Advent calendar? I was talking to some people about this and they were like, no, you can't have an Advent calendar as an adult. I was like, yeah, you can. You can, and I'm gonna. This one is pretty special. This one, well, special to me anyway, because me and Stephen, my son is 20, well, almost, he's 20 at Christmas, and my mum always used to buy him a Where's Wally advent calendar when he was little, and my mum is no longer with us, sadly. She died maybe 6 years ago or so ago. Did that make that, I don't know whether that sentence made sense. She died about 6 years ago, and ever since she died, I bought Stephen a Where's Wally advent calendar, but I buy him one and I buy me one, and what we do is on each day you open the door and there's like a little picture and you've got to find the picture on the thing, obviously Where's Wally, and whoever finds it first, we put either like a cross or a tick behind the door, and then at the end of all the days on the 24th we count up like who's won, like who found the most, and then the loser like takes the other one, like pays for the other one to go out, like we like go to the cinema or go for a meal or something, or so yeah, I like that. I'm very excited to open that later on today. But first things first, I think I'm going to make myself a quick breakfast and then probably go shopping for a bit of food. No, I tell a lie, I'm not going to make myself breakfast first. I'm going to go shopping first because I need a pan. I've given my pan to Stephen, my son, and I no longer have a pan and I want to make some porridge for breakfast. So we need a pan, so let's go, we'll go to Asda and see if we can, well, hopefully we'll be able to get a pan because I'm not buying them unless they're on a special offer, because they tend to be on offer like every other week or something, and so I'm not just not going to buy it if it's full price. We're going to have a little look and we'll buy a little bit of food. They're not on offer. I'm not buying them, not on offer, no way. Well, that was a little bit disappointing that I couldn't get the pan, but never mind. I have gone back to my house and stolen this one from Stephen, so I can use this one to make my breakfast. I'm just gonna make a quick and easy oats with milk, a pear, get it all heating up on the stove. This pan is huge for what I want to do. Never mind. Just chop out this pear. It's quite hard. For a little bit of sweetness, I'm just going to add some of this maple syrup and a little bit of this that I'm not a huge fan of. It's my sister's, or it was my sister's, but she doesn't want it anymore. I'm just kind of using it up, to be honest. It's alright, it's not the best. I'm not a peanut butter fan or almond butter fan, if I'm honest. This is breakfast. Presentation is not my strong suit when it comes to food, so forgive the look of it. something I have started doing, which is pretty lazy I think, but something I have started doing is eating out the pan a lot. I figured, why dirty a bowl? It's hard enough to wash up and stuff as it is in the van. So I wanna have to wash up as little as possible. This is nice though. Hot. It is lunchtime now and I am just gonna heat up some of these. I had 2 of these in the fridge that need using, so I'm gonna heat these up. Are you still okay? Yeah, just about. And I did make this, I had a whole cucumber that really did need using. That's something you've got to be really careful of like making sure you use the food that you've got. Because like I say, like I haven't got much storage space, and sometimes I like leave something out of the fridge, and if I leave it out of the fridge I need to make sure I'm using that first. But yeah, I just made this like Asian cucumber salad. I think I'll probably add some spinach, some just bits, more vegetable stuff just to bulk up a bit, and have that with these 2 sausages. There we go, that's lunch. My cucumber salad, added some spinach to it, some nutritional yeast, and then 2 little veggie sausages with some ketchup. Good. All gone. Delicious that was. I am going to now make a little snack. You notice in the background the F1 is on. It's the Qatar Grand Prix today, and make myself a little snack to have whilst I watch the Grand Prix. So I'm going to make some popcorn. I've not had popcorn for ages and ages and ages. I'm going to make some popcorn, and I think I'm just going to chop up a little bit of veg for that I'm going to have for my dinner. I'm going to have like tofu and veg I think for my dinner, and I don't want to do it later on like after the Grand Prix or whatever, because I'll be watching like the aftermath and stuff, and I just want to get prepped for it anyway. But first of all, I'm going to make myself some popcorn. I've never made popcorn in the van. Hopefully it goes alright. I've just put a bit of oil in there and wait for that to get hot, and then I'll put the kernels in and then add the lid. Right, popcorn in, we'll stick the lid on, and hopefully they'll start popping soon. I love doing popcorn like this on the stove. I hope this works. They're just starting to like burn rather than pop. I feel like this always happens when I do popcorn on the stove. Oh! Oh! Yes, here we go! I love this. Popcorn is so much fun. I should make it more often. Whoa. It makes me jump. Look at that, delicious. I've just added some icing sugar, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon actually. Oh, yum. I have just finished watching the Grand Prix. It was a bonkers Grand Prix. I don't even know what I've just watched, but I'm not actually feeling that hungry, to be honest. I did chop up. Hang on, let me just turn this down slightly. I did chop up before some courgette. I got some what is that called? Asparagus and some mushrooms that needed eating. I chopped it up and I was going to have that with tofu for my dinner, but I don't know, I'm not sure whether I'm that hungry. I have just prepared for the morning where I had my popcorn in. There was like some bits of like sugar and cinnamon and stuff in there, so I thought I'll just throw some oats and some milk in there for a bit of like overnight oats thing for the morning. Alright, I am cooking it all up, I've decided, just to cook up the tofu, cook up the veg. There's probably too much in here to be honest, but... Good morning, it is the following day and I completely forgot to show you my dinner last night. I do have a tiny little bit of it left in the pan that I didn't eat. My sister phoned me and we ended up talking on the phone for ages, and I just kind of ate it out the pan whilst I was on the phone to my sister. So, never mind. So I think I am just gonna eat these little leftover bits here, and then I've got my overnight oats that I'm just gonna add. I think just a pair, like we did yesterday. I think I'm just gonna have the same thing. I was gonna just eat this cold, but I figured it's December. I could do with something nice and sort of warming inside me in the morning, so I'm just heating it up a little bit. Right, here's breakfast. Simple, same as yesterday. I put a bit of the that almond butter on as well, trying to get rid of it. It was the right decision to warm it up. Nice. It is now lunchtime, and I am just going for a quick and easy lunch. I've just put 2 slices of this whole grain rye bread in the what's it called, air fryer for a couple of minutes, make it into like toast. I've got some hummus on it with some spinach, and then just a bit of cut up red pepper. So for dinner, I have just been making a kind of like, is it like a bolognese? It's kind of, I do have this with like spaghetti as a bolognese sometimes, or sometimes I just have it on its own. Like a lentil bolognese stew kind of thing. I guess it's not really stew, I didn't put any potatoes in or anything. It's just lentils and vegetables and tomato sauce. But it's really quite nice. And I'm going to have that for my dinner tonight. And also, the reason I've made it is because at this time of year, particularly, I've got to think really carefully about power. I've mentioned it in a few videos, the power. If you're a full-time van lifer, you'll know it's difficult this time of year. I can charge this van either solar, my DC to DC when I'm driving, and I've also got electric hookup, which I wasn't going to put in the van. I'm so glad I actually did in the end. But at the moment I'm just on my driveway, so I can plug into my house, so I'm good for power. But I think tomorrow I am going to go away for a couple of days, and so when I am away I try and use as little power as possible, and that includes cooking. And so what I figured was, if I make up, I do this quite regularly, that if I make up like a one pot thing that does require, like I've probably had my induction on for like an hour or so cooking this, I wouldn't want to do that if I wasn't, if I didn't have the ability to hook up. So I've made this, it's probably like 3 portions or so I can have it tonight, and then I can also just put it in the fridge and then have it the next couple of days when I go away, and just like reheat it quickly on the induction. So that's what I've done, that's the plan. I'm going to end it here. I was going to show you more than 2 days, but I think this video is plenty long enough. Let me know how you eat in the van, whether how difficult or easy you find it. Obviously, I eat a predominantly like plant-based diet. In fact, when I'm cooking, I pretty much cook only kind of plant-based things. Not everyone does that. Each to their own. You do you, I'll do me. But I am gonna eat this, and then I think I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon, because I'm pretty tired. And yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna go. The next couple of days I've got a couple of options of where to go. I don't know that I'm actually going to go down to London. I've not been down to London. Actually, yeah, I have been down to London in the van. I might be going down to London to see my sister. I might be going, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, I'll probably make a video about it. Thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.